Welcome to a new video. Today, we'll be covering a very important topic, psychological manipulation. Psychological manipulation is a covert behavior aimed at controlling the emotions and actions of others without them realizing it. It can have a destructive impact on our emotional and social lives, so it's crucial to be aware of it. In this video, we'll explore the most common forms of psychological manipulation, with real-life examples to help you recognize them in your daily life. At the end, we'll provide valuable tips on how to protect yourself from these tactics. Let's get started. 1. Emotional manipulation. This form of manipulation involves using a person's emotions against them, such as guilt, fear, or love. The manipulator tries to make the person feel indebted to them, thus exploiting their emotions to achieve their own goals. Example: a person tells their partner, "If you really loved me, you wouldn't refuse my request." Or, "After everything I've done for you, are you going to disappoint me?" Here, love and emotions are being used to pressure the person into complying with unreasonable demands. 2. Gaslighting. This type of manipulation involves convincing the victim that they are imagining things or exaggerating, which makes them doubt themselves and their memory. The goal is to destroy self-confidence. Example: a person tells their partner, "You're being so dramatic. This never happened, you're imagining it." Here, the manipulator tries to make the victim doubt their own reality and memory of events. 3. Playing the victim. In this form, the person pretends to be a victim to gain sympathy and manipulate others into fulfilling their desires. They exploit others' feelings of guilt to get what they want. Example: a coworker constantly complains about being treated unfairly by the manager to receive special treatment. Here, the person is pretending to be a victim to get something they desire without facing any consequences for their actions. 4. Love bombing. This involves overwhelming someone with excessive praise and attention, then suddenly withdrawing this affection to control them. The goal is to make the person feel an overwhelming need for approval and acceptance. Example: a romantic partner says, "You are the most amazing person in the world," and then suddenly ignores them to make them seek approval. Here, love is used as a manipulative tool, making the person dependent on the manipulator's affection. 5. Covert threats. These are indirect hints designed to instill fear and control someone's behavior, often without the victim realizing they are being threatened. Example: a boss tells an employee, "I hope nothing happens that could harm your career." Here, the manipulator uses subtle threats to assert their dominance and control the other person's actions. 6. Backhanded compliments. These are insults disguised as compliments intended to make the person doubt themselves. The compliment appears positive at first, but the underlying message is a subtle criticism. Example: "You're really smart for someone who didn't finish their education." Here, the backhanded compliment makes the person feel insecure about themselves, despite the surface-level praise. 7. Blame shifting. This type of manipulation involves making the victim feel responsible for the problem, even if they were not at fault. The manipulator tries to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Example: a person cheats on their partner and then says, "If you cared more about me, I wouldn't have done that." Here, the manipulator shifts the blame to the victim to avoid accountability for their own actions. 8. Silent treatment. This involves cutting off communication as a punishment, aiming to make the victim feel guilty and beg for reconciliation. Example: a person completely ignores you after a minor argument to make you feel guilty and prompt you to fix the situation. The goal is to force the victim into submission through isolation and neglect. 9. Triangulation. This involves involving a third party in the situation to create jealousy or prove superiority over the victim. The manipulator uses a third person to create conflict or insecurity. Example: a person constantly talks about someone else in admiration to make their partner feel insecure. Here, a third party is used to cause tension and manipulate emotions in the relationship. As we've seen, psychological manipulation is a covert behavior that can have a significant impact on our personal lives and relationships. But the good news is that once we recognize these tactics, we can protect ourselves from falling victim to them. How to protect yourself from manipulators. Awareness and education. When you're aware of these tactics, you'll be more equipped to spot them and deal with them. Setting boundaries. Learn how to set healthy and clear boundaries with people who try to manipulate you. Self-confidence. Maintain your self-confidence and be cautious when you feel like you are being manipulated. Seek support. Don't hesitate to ask for help from friends or professionals when you feel you can't handle the situation on your own. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. And share your thoughts in the comments. Have you experienced any of these tactics before? How did you handle them? See you in the next video.